My name's Ahmed Galia and I'm showing Cyberdeck Shuffle.
Yep.
So it's a game I've been working on as a solo. And it's a deck builder crossed with a shape matching puzzle game.
Yeah.
So the idea is that you're a hacker trying to work their way through a corporate network. It's kind of retro futuristic, kind of doesn't take itself too seriously in tone. So you're sort of working your way up through this network, picking your path through the different nodes. And so the core kind of gameplay is that you have a grid of tiles and you have to swap tiles like this. And when you swap tiles, you can match the shapes on your cards. So like this is matched twice, this shape here. Actually, this one and this one are both matched. And when you match it, you can play the card, which annihilates the tiles and damages the enemy proportionally, and then allows you to play the card's action, which in this case is recolor the board. So we can paint two tiles red, and then we can use that to help chain matches. So like if I, where am I? Yeah, so if I do this, then I can swap here. Now I've matched this card.
And then you can attack.
And then I can attack, essentially, yeah. And so this is, your health is measured in swaps. So, here is the total number of swaps before your run is over, basically. And the cards also discard based on number of swaps. So there's one swap for this discards. And the enemies also act using that currency as well. So let's try to make a match. See now, the enemies trigger the enemy's action, so the enemy is going to steal 5 swaps from my total.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so
It's just a race who out,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's essentially a race against the enemy. So they're trying to mess you up too. So he's moved all the orange tiles down, which actually did me a favor in this case. Turns out that was a good thing for me. But yeah, it's essentially you're trying to use up their deplete their health before your swap limit exhausts. I'll just wait for the opportunity to show it. But there are also modifiers in the game. So like, there's steal these swaps. So the other thing that cards do, apart from painting, is place modifiers on the board. So this example is buffer.
Yep.
So placing a buffer modifier to a tile, this basically is a reservoir of swaps that they can take off you. So there's essentially, it's like a shield, a little bit like that. And so there's a whole host of different modifiers in the game that synergize with each other. And and so I've defeated the enemy. And now I get to build my deck. So it's a deck builder. So I get to add a card to my deck. So they all have different actions. So this one, say, restricts the enemies to act within a certain area. This one adds a passive modifier to the board, a passive damage modifier.
Yeah.
You also get repainting card rewards as well. So I'm going to take this one. So it means I can paint 2 yellow.
And then you move to the next
and
level.
you move on to the next node.
Yeah.
And so I might just exit so I can show you. I'll start a new run just to demonstrate a bit clearer. There's multiple biomes. So as you move through, the different biomes have different color palettes. So this forest biome has purple instead of orange.
Yep.
And rewards in this biome might have purple tiles in them. So you can't use them in the orange biome unless you have painter tiles painter cards.
So you need to plan your deck ahead.
Exactly, yeah. You plan your deck ahead. And there might be synergies that are cross biome that are particularly powerful. And so you have to plan your route across the grid.
And that's the intermediate, the high level.
Exactly.
This game has to offer.
Exactly. Yeah, and so it's all about building your combos and planning your route across the network so that you can maximize your deck and get the most powerful combos.
What improvements since the last Let's Break games you've done?
Yeah.
3 months.
Yeah, so
Any-
improvements. There've been some like UX and animation and stuff that I've improved a little bit. Also, the reward system has been updated significantly. So, before I had the idea that you could progress across biomes, but I've since then added the dual rewards. So we had you've got a tile modifier reward and a recolor reward. Those I've added those dual rewards and done a lot of balancing so that to ensure that you're never stuck with a dead hand of cards. So the planning feels satisfying and not like a punishment.
Yeah, so you can experiment more, take more risk.
Exactly. You can experiment, take risks, and yeah,
Try new things.
try new things. Yeah. I've also added card trashing. So there are nodes called recolor nodes, and look, I want to try to defeat this guy so we can.
What's it doing right now? Is it
So he is about to steal. So I'm trying to match some cards so I can do some damage to him. I need to do 20 damage before he within 2 swaps to avoid his steal action. So see, now I've only need 1 swap because I did that repaint. And these shields block annihilation. So he's placed shields to the board. So this central tile won't get annihilated by that.
but you have to clear it too.
Exactly, but you have to clear it. That's exactly right. And they can get out of control quickly if you don't maintain them. And so his steel got absorbed by that buff.
What engine was this made in?
This is a Unity game.
Project?
Yeah, made in Unity. So by myself over the course of a couple of years so far. Probably the last year has been the sort of busiest of all, but yeah.
What's your inspiration for this game too?
So I actually didn't start making a deck builder. I wanted to make a shape matching puzzle game. I was like, like a match 3 where, the shapes are completely arbitrary. I thought that would be a cool idea. And then
You just mutated to this.
it mutated to this because the question arose, what shapes am I going to match? What decides what the shapes are?
It's like the level selection you have there. You just don't know which node you're going to hit land.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And so before I knew it, I was making deck builder.
Yeah, you're in a total different biome now.
Exactly. That's exactly right. I've crossed over 100%. So this is card recoloring. So you can sacrifice a card to recolor. So you have at these nodes, you have the option of regaining some swaps, so essentially heal, or permanently change the color of one of your cards at the expense of burning an old card. So I'm going to pick this card to trash from my deck, and this I'm in purple, and this has got orange. So I might actually change you can pick the color that you want to change it to, and you can in fact reduce the number of colors, which is a pretty powerful thing to do, because if I change that orange to red, now I just need these 2 colors rather than 3, and red and blue are across both biomes. So this is a good choice because it means that I can use it no matter what side of the grid I'm on. So that's Cyberdeck Shuffle, where it's at so far.
What's the plan ahead after this?
So at the moment I've got an itch build up just for testing. My plan is build on itch, itch.io, so Cyberdeck Shuffle on itch. And I'm planning on, I just need to make a trailer, and then I'll get it on Steam, like a Steam page up in the next few months so people can wishlist it. And then the goal is a demo by like November, December this year, for a early 2028 release, I think is realistic, given it's just me. It's a slow process, but that's the sort of the roadmap at this point.
It's good. Thank you for showing.
No, thank you.